Good morning. Welcome again to the show. I'm your hostess, Koko, and my next guest is Malaysia Halley, and she is the executive director of an organization called Save Our Kids. And you gave us some information about a family fun fest coming up on August 12th, and we're going to talk about that and your mission and some other initiatives of the organization. But first, welcome, and if you would just introduce yourself to the community. This is your first time on. Just introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Malaysia Halley. I am the executive director at an organization called Save Our Kids, and I'm from a little town called Rembert, South Carolina.
Okay. All right. And, you know, you look very young. I mean, you probably got that a lot.
Yes.
And so how did it come about that you are executive director of this organization?
I think it came from pure stubbornness.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being in college and just learning about, I went to school for social work at Benedict College, by the way.
Okay.
I graduated class 214. And I remember telling one of my instructors that I'm not going to work my way up because she told me I had to work like maybe 20 years to be an executive director.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, no, I'm not going to work 20 years to be executive director. I'm just going to be it, being stubborn, not really knowing exactly how I was going to do it. But one thing I do believe in is the law of attraction. So I knew if I put it out there, it's going to eventually come to me.
Okay. And so tell us, what is your vision and your mission for Save Our Kids?
Mm-hmm. My vision for Save Our Kids is really exactly how it sounds. Now, I know save is a really vague word. However, when it comes to our children, which is in the Black community, we have a lot of issues that come from our community that we don't look at the root of those issues. And to my understanding, the root of those issues is emotional abuse. And I feel like where I am in my life, I understand emotional abuse. And once I'm able to understand that and bring self-reflection and love to self and understanding of the world, then it can possibly cure everything that we're dealing with, because basically we're really abused victims of everything. The law, you know, ourselves, school, education-wise, the food industry, we're victims to everything. Okay. And so I feel like once you basically save people from learning how to love themselves and get away from the hate, you can potentially change a whole new generation. Or okay. You can just, it's just so many things that come with the change of loving yourself. Because then you wouldn't participate in things that's not good for you. You wouldn't eat things that's not good for you when you love yourself. Or you wouldn't allow somebody else to treat you bad when you love yourself. Mm-hmm. And those are just a few things that I vision. That's just something about myself. But that vision of saving our kids is bringing that to the community that we're surrounded in, and possibly reaching out to more surrounding that community all over the world.
And when did you get started?
I got started with Save Our Kids on October of last year.
Okay.
And exactly.
So kind of a newbie.
Yep, I'm really a newbie.
New kid on the block.
Yes, I am. Actually, let me just tell you the story if you want to hear.
Yeah.
I actually, I was doing home health at the time. And I used to work at the hospital at Palmetto Health Baptist Hospital. And during this time, my cousin asked me, she had her own business, asked me if I could just sit with a patient for her. And I sat with the patient, and I was looking at a video. It was maybe 3:00 in the morning. And I was looking at a video of this young boy getting beat down by 3 policemen. I don't really know where it was, but usually when stuff like this happen, it kind of really haunts me almost. And I cried myself to sleep after looking at the video. And I went to sleep maybe 2 hours, and I remember waking up at 5:00 in the morning and told myself I wanted to write. One thing I love to do is write. I'm a really good writer. And I was like, you know what, let me write something. I didn't really know what it was. Usually anything I'm thinking, I just write it on paper. Okay. And so I started writing, typing different things, and eventually I started writing either a book or a script. And after 40 pages, I realized it was a script. And then after 68 pages, after 2 hours, it was completely done. And I had written a full script about the position that our people is in, the state of oppression that our people is in, and what is a couple of things that we could do to get out of it so children could understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
And trying to premiere that play, I went to my alumni, Benedict College, tried to premiere it there. And I went through so many different obstacles trying to premiere it there. that path led me to the CEO of Save Our Kids, actually. And when I found out who he was, he helped me get my play to be premiered at Eau Claire High School, in which it is going to be premiered there in August. I don't have a date yet.
Wonderful.
And when I started talking to him and he found out I could create a website and business cards and all type of stuff, he asked me for help. And I was like, yeah. He was like, I really need a lot of help here and I want to take this organization to the next level. What can you do? And I was just telling him everything I could do. And he was like, you could be my executive director then.
That's the tie-in.
Well, I did have a teacher who said I can't be executive director until about 20 years. So I don't know about that right now.
Call me back in 20 years and I'll give you an answer.
But I took it.
That is a very inspiring. And so sometime maybe in August, the world premiere of your play. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's super. You have something planned also in August,
Yes.
Family Fun Fest, and that's coming up where?
That is going to be on 3545 West Beltline. August the 12th is from 11 o'clock in the morning to 7 p.m. And we invited some summer camps out in the community to come out and display some of the things they've done. For example, in my summer camp this year, what I have done with teaching the students is self-reflection, healthy cooking, healthy eating, and growing their own garden. So it's a couple of recipes that they know by heart now.
Okay, that's good.
And we did communication, the proper ways to communicate with someone. Because one thing is we talk to each other a lot, but we rarely communicate. And this week is our art week. So I'm teaching them to be creative, to outlive their inner self. We have entrepreneurship week that we're doing. Our art week as well, they either choose to publish a book, because I'm also a self-published author of a children's book. And I'm giving them the option to either publish their own book or create a design, and we're going to have a small fashion show. Okay,
super. And so, and then you're inviting all other summer camps to join you on August 12th and have a whole lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of bounce houses, water slides. We have a small trackless train coming out, food and games for families. It don't have to be just children. Now we creating some games where it's for the whole family can participate in.
Okay.
And it's going to be really nice. It's it's really early in the morning, so you don't have to be there all day if you don't want to. But any camp that have dance camps or any type of things that you want to display that the children did in your camp, we inviting them out to be in the entertainment if they want to.
Okay. Do they need to call and let you know they're coming? Or
Yes. Now, they can call if they want to. My number is 803-351-1184. And also, you guys can email me if you are interested. And the email is saveourkidsllc@yahoo.com.
All righty. Now, you also have mentoring programs. You also have tutoring and actually motivational speaking, all tied in with Save Our Kids. You want to address those issues?
Yes. Now, the mentoring programs that we have in the area that we at is not too far from the Colony Apartments. And the place where we have a lot of children that have a lot of things going on. They chronically getting suspended, expelled out of school. So usually where we at, if we see a lot of children passing by or, just kind of lingering around, we take them in, start coaching them, trying to figure out what it is they want to do, what you need to get on your path. This is what we need to do. You want to go to college? You want to go in the Army? Let's try to prepare ourselves to get out of that, because of the situation you're going through is not going to lead you in a prosperous path. The motivational speaking that we do, that yet started, but it's going to start this school year.
Okay.
And with that program, I will be going into schools and going into classrooms to talk to children about what is sexual abuse and actually defining what is sex in a way they will understand it and understanding sexual abuse. So when it does happen to you, you don't feel that it's your fault, or it will, the children will not overreact, but they will, react in what's going on at school.
Okay.
So that's one thing. And I believe you asked me something else.
And you also have the tutoring.
Yes.
And also people can donate, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But let's talk about the tutoring aspect.
Yes. Now, the tutoring aspect that we do, one thing that we do is when we go into school, say, for example, with the advocacy, some children is getting chronically suspended from school and the parents can't really figure out what's going on. So one thing we do is we go into the schools, we look at the children's grades, we look at their work, we go into the classroom, sit in the classroom, see if we need to do any behavior modification. And then we evaluate the teachers and the staff at the school and see what is inhibiting this child from being successful. So if it is the child, sometimes we find that some children are pushed forward to another grade without adequately learning what they were supposed to learn on that past grade level. So we would go step in and take that step in with them and see, give them what they were supposed to learn so they could go to the next level.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. And so let's refresh too. August 12th, Family Fun Fest. Last day of summer. I didn't know that was the last day of summer. Yeah. Okay. But that will be at 3545 West Beltline Boulevard from 11 to 7.
Yes.
And it's actually the public and surrounding summer camps are invited to attend.
Everybody can come.
And so we wanted to get to this last final thing. How can people help your organization by volunteering or donating?
Now, volunteering, we always willing to accept volunteers. Now, for this August the 12th event, it was a lot of people that came out last year, and it don't seem like for that many people that kept coming, we had enough volunteers. So we always would be willing to accept more volunteers, also to donate as well. One thing we would like to do is instead of you going online and putting money online, not really knowing where your money is going, we would like for you to come and meet us, come to the organization, see what's possibly going on with the kids in our summer camp at the moment, just get a feel of an energy of who we are. And, that will adequately give you a reason or, a better reason for you to donate. Right. So if that is something you want to do, we do ask you to come to 3545 West Beltline Boulevard, Suite B, and just ask for Malaysia Hallie or Lee Carroll, and we'll sit down with you and you ask us about the organization, or, we give you a whole broad aspect of everything that we do. And so that will make you understand what you're donating to. And maybe we can invite you to some of our events or help us out with something. We will greatly appreciate that.
All righty. Malaysia Hallie, Executive Director, and not even, can I say your age? Not even 30. Nope. Not even 30 years old, and she's a playwright, author, and Executive Director.
Yes.
From Save Our Kids. So great to meet you, and thank you for coming on the program today. And come again and let us know how things are going and how we can be of assistance.
Okay, I appreciate it. I will.